Alert forecast.
Well, it's certainly been a damp Thursday. Most of the rain has been fairly light and most of the rain has moved out of the region. However, we are going to be left with areas of fog and certainly the mountains more problematic. You're looking at a live view from I-64 at Afton. Yes, you can make out the lines on the highway and the cars, but be mindful if you're crossing the higher terrain of 250 I-64 Route 33 the rest of tonight and into tomorrow morning, and that fog could expand certainly with time. Temperatures are fairly uniform at this hour and a saturated air mass in the low and mid 40s. Our actual high today occurred at 1 a.m. when we were 54 degrees, 50 in the Shenandoah Valley earlier this morning, and temperatures overnight with mostly cloudy skies will still lower back in the 30s, but most of the steadier light rain has moved out. The airport recorded less than 1/10 of an inch of rain today, 6/100ths of an inch, and most locations were certainly well under 2/10. So again, some steadier rain fell across Southside Virginia. Area of low pressure is working off the Virginia Capes tonight, but we're left with a lot of residual moisture and there'll certainly be areas of fog. Now, in terms of the U.S. Drought Monitor update, well, we've shifted back down a category for most locations. So this larger area now is considered moderate drought, but we still have severe drought conditions that encompasses most of Albemarle, Nelson, portions of Fluvanna and Buckingham counties. Yes, the recent precipitation, whether it's snow, ice or rain, has been beneficial, but we still have deficits from last year, plus so far this year over a 2.5 deficit at the airport. So temperatures overnight pretty much in the mid 30s. There could be a few locations that get close to freezing, but just be mindful with any fog here tonight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures tomorrow climb back in the low and mid 50s. They're a mix of sun and clouds, fairly seasonable for your afternoon highs. Then the weekend really looks good, especially Saturday as we climb well in the 60s across the region. Spring fever certainly. On Sunday, still above average, but temperatures will fall during the afternoon. There'll be more clouds gathering in the afternoon as well as a cold front comes through. And then that sets the stage for early next week. Monday and Tuesday could certainly feature winter weather. This is not locked in stone. This is the American GFS model, which is a little bit more aggressive. It's showing an early arrival. It's showing more in the way of snow. And then that would continue into Tuesday as some mixed precipitation, mainly some sleet or freezing rain, and then go over to rain as temperatures climb into our Wednesday. Now, the European model shows a later arrival with precipitation, and it's indicating more in the way of sleet or freezing rain, and then going over to rain, especially as we get into later Tuesday and Wednesday. So a lot of things have to be kind of ironed out, if you will, but it will be an unsettled period and certainly colder as we start the first part of next week. So one front's to our south. High pressure is going to build in from the west here, and these temperatures that you see in the 60s from Omaha, St. Louis, and down toward Atlanta, those are coming our way for Saturday. So in the morning, low clouds and fog. That mixes out for some sunshine. Temperatures in the afternoon in the 50s. We'll start generally in the 30s for your Saturday morning, and then by Saturday afternoon, we're off to the races with those 60s. So watch the fog tonight. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast as those temperatures are going to reach some spring-like nice levels as we roll into the last day of February, and still nice here for the first day of March 2nd and 3rd, maybe not so nice, but temperatures next week and maybe next weekend for the time change weekend could be in the 70s. Ooh. So yeah, temperatures will warm, but we've got to get through Monday, Tuesday.
That's a change I can get on board with.
Yes.
There. Thank you.